You've read this character before. She's perfect, but she doesn't know it. She's tough because she has to be. She's just one of the guys until she takes off her glasses and becomes the love interest. If you are worried that your female characters feel like a cliche, like someone your readers have read 100 times before, you are not alone. My name is Haley, and I am an author, editor, and writing teacher who has taught the craft of writing to thousands of people around the world. In this video, I'm diving into 4 of the biggest mistakes writers make when creating female characters and teaching you how to avoid them in your own writing. The first mistake is making your female character's story revolve around somebody else. In this mistake, your female character is the motivator for somebody else's journey. She is the love interest who inspires him to grow, the sister who dies so she'll seek revenge. She is the best friend who gives pep talks but never struggles herself. This character doesn't have goals, plans, or an arc of her own. She's just there to serve somebody else's. Here are some warning signs you might have done this. First, if you stripped the main character out of the plot, your female character would have nothing to do. Second, your female character doesn't have independent goals or motivations or scenes where she drives the action. And finally, if she only shows up to help or react to someone else or be saved by somebody else, then I'm sorry, but her arc is orbiting, not leading. If you have made this mistake, here's how to fix it. First, give the female character a distinct arc, a place where she starts and a place where she ends. Next, answer these questions. What does she want? What does she fear? And how does she grow? The second mistake is making your female character have only one trait. Maybe she is strong, and in every scene you show her lifting heavy things, or punching people, or giving hard stares. Or maybe she's quirky, so every single line is a joke. Or she's hot, and every paragraph is about her outfit and looks. But that is all there is. The character is predictable. She doesn't surprise the reader, and she rarely evolves. Here are some warning signs you might have done this. Flip through your scenes and highlight your character's moments. If they all reinforce the same one trait, strength or sass or sex appeal or shyness or something else, you have likely flattened your character. If a reader can predict how the female character will respond in every single situation, she is probably underdeveloped. But if you've made this mistake, don't worry, here is how to fix it. First, assign your female character 3 contradictory traits. Emphasize her dynamics. Make her complex, her good side, her bad side. Every single person has good days and bad days. They're happy and they're sad. The more you can express this on the page, the more dynamic your character is. Remember, all people contain contradictions. We might be shy in one scenario, but brave and outspoken in another. We might be smart, but afraid to show it. The more you can show those contradictions on the page, the realer the character will feel. The third common mistake is making your female character not a character at all, but a symbol. In this mistake, your character is there to stand for something. She represents strength, resilience, motherhood, justice. But you haven't built out what she thinks about late at night. You know what she means, but not what she wants. This character is always saying the right thing at the right time, but she doesn't have a private self or contradictory thoughts or any surprising flaws. She might represent things like grief or strength or hope or a lesson another character needs to learn. In this instance, she's going to feel more like an idea than a human. Here are some warning signs that you might have made this mistake. First, you can sum up this character in one sentence about the story's theme, but not about her as a person. She represents courage or symbolizes the mother's wound. You can't answer questions like, what does this character want? What are her flaws? If you've made this mistake, here is how to fix it. You need to build your female characters from the inside out. Give her contradictions, desires, big and small, flaws and fears. Don't lead with what she represents. Lead with who she is, which will be more dynamic for your readers. The final mistake is using trauma as a shortcut for depth. Your character has a tragic backstory. She was assaulted, abandoned, abused, and that is all the readers know about her. Now, this is a really common cliche that makes readers roll their eyes. With this mistake, every action, decision, or line of dialogue ties back to the female character's pain. You've given her trauma, but you haven't given her anything else. She has no growth. She doesn't experience moments of joy or contradiction. She's defined entirely by what happened to her. Being defined by what happens to you wouldn't be very nice for a real person, so we don't want to do it for our characters either. Here are some warning signs you might have made this mistake. First, every time you want to show emotional depth, you rely on a tragic flashback or a monologue about the past. Next, your character doesn't laugh, she doesn't dream, and she never surprises you. Finally, if your scenes are emotionally heavy all of the time, you might be confusing pain with complexity. Here's how to fix it. Let the character's trauma inform her, but not define her. Do this by showing how she copes, adapts, and reclaims joy. Be sure to write scenes where your character experiences a wide range of emotions, not just sadness. There is no formula for the perfect female character. There is one rule: you need to make her human, and humans are real. Let your female character be bold, let her be scared, let her want and change and fail and succeed, just like any real person. If you want more help creating emotionally complex characters, be sure to check out my video on how to build compelling characters by answering 3 key questions. I will walk you through my favorite internal arc framework and show you how to bring any character to life. And finally, tell me in the comments, who is a female character in fiction that really stuck with you, really felt real, and why? I'd love to hear your picks. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe to Storylab for more storytelling insights.